watch it for all weekend.
I can make that happen in penis height. I've seen that class before.
It'd be nice just to do it here, and then they can, it's a choose your software. Everyone can buy it.
If you want to promote it. How expensive is that? The one I'd really like.
Good morning. Welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing and our Friday live stream for
Good morning.
the 11th
Good morning.
of February.
I'm highly distracted today.
I'm just ready to put this week behind us.
Yeah, we last night.
No, let me tell this story because this happened to me. So, you guys know how the week started with our whole travel snafu.
Yes.
Which is still not completely resolved.
Yes.
And then
It is not resolved.
we were.
I have nowhere to stay, ladies.
She actually has somewhere to stay.
Are going to be sleeping in the streets of Scottsdale.
No, you're
Oh my
not.
God! Of all the places to sleep in the streets, that actually doesn't sound that bad. But so the week started with a bang, I guess, and then that's still not totally resolved. Although, you know, when you talk to somebody and you're like, this person's actually going to help me, I think we might have people that are actually helping us.
Because we had one person that was like a robot.
She literally was like, I cannot help
Your
you.
reservation has been canceled. We're like, what about your reservation has been canceled? That was kind of
We don't need to rehash that. So then we work late every night. It's been an absolute madhouse, which is, you know, it is what it is, right? Like I call it first world problems, right? Business has been amazing. And then last night I finally get out of the store at a reasonable hour.
Because he's going to go work out.
Because I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym. I get out of here at 6. And I get home and I walk in the house and the phone rings and it's my daughter and she's in tears. And so she's driving.
Little Violet.
She's driving to soccer practice. So my knee-jerk reaction is, oh, she's been in a car accident. So I'm like.
She wasn't.
She wasn't. But I was like,
That's
okay,
your first thought.
listen. Like, I need you to take 3 deep breaths. Calm down. Are you okay? Yes. Okay. 3 deep breaths. Like, I just need to understand what's going on. You're okay. What happened? Dad, I threw up all over the car.
Poor Violet.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. You threw up in the car? All in the car. Did you get any of it out of the car? No.
But you have to know Violet and
Violet has never, she's an awful puker. Like, Violet was the girl that would wake up covered in puke. Sometimes she wouldn't even wake up.
Yeah.
Like, and this was like.
And that was scary because when she was little,
She'd choke.
Well,
like,
she never choked, but we were always scared because she wouldn't. You literally.
She wouldn't even wake up.
Just be everywhere.
That wasn't even when she was that little. Like, you know, she was definitely old enough most children would make it to the bathroom.
Yeah, it got to the point where it was like, you are old enough to make it.
She would be yelling at her. Violet would be like, "Bleh," and Jeannie would be like, you gotta make it to the bathroom. Like.
Yes, you know, right? We make it. My son has never, since he was a baby, has always made it.
He'd be like,
he's always, whichever end
never
it
not
was
made
coming
it
at,
to the bathroom.
He's always made it.
Violet's never made it.
Yeah, never.
So she made it last night.
She
but
did.
Like that was like she got
I was
home.
like, oh, you made it. And she was mad at me. But I was like, oh my God, you did it. Oh, congratulations.
And then one of Violet's friends last night says to her, like, Violet, don't worry about me, because she did this in front of one of her friends. And one of her friends is like, don't worry, Violet. I've held lots of my girlfriend's hair. And the two of us hear this and are like,
because they're 16.
oh, jeez.
They're 16. We shouldn't be talking about this right on the live feed.
Like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's how the week is gone. So I'm ready to put this week behind us.
We're tired because at like 2 a.m. we heard sobbing. So I was like, oh my God, somebody's sobbing. I like jump out of bed and I like find Violet and she's in the bathroom and she's crying. And she's like, I'm so hungry and my stomach hurts and I just feel so bad because she had this.
It's she's been like looking forward to this weekend. She's been a dominant presence. She has placed or won in every speech and debate.
Yeah, she's
tournament.
in speech and debate, and they have a big event in Elko. So remember high school? She's going to be
and she
traveling.
missed it first year because of COVID. She missed it second year because of COVID.
And this was
going to be the first year she could go.
So this morning they were leaving at 8 a.m. They were staying in Elko for 2 nights. It was going to be super fun, and so
I was literally going to leave work at 4. Get her COVID tested today if she felt better.
And drive
work at 4. Drive to Elko so she could be there for the second half of the tournament. Stay a night and drive home tomorrow and work. Like, that's how much we wanted it for. So.
But, yeah.
I'm just ready to put this week behind us.
It's poor little Violet.
It's all first world problems.
Yeah, I always tell parents, I go, something that new parents, and they're like, if they ever ask for parenting advice, I always share with them that being a parent means at some point you're going to try and catch their vomit in your hands. You're gonna be out at a restaurant and they're gonna be like 1 or 2.
This is the two things she always tells. You're gonna catch puke, and at some point they're gonna poop, and it's gonna shoot out the top of their shirt.
That's a punami.
A punami. Yeah, they're going to have a punami. 2 things about parenting that nobody's going to tell you and you're going to learn is they're going to be sitting there and it's going to shoot out the back of their collar. And you never thought anything like that could happen. And you're going to be out one time and you're going to try and catch their puke.
Well, and
I don't know if you can relate, but
the other thing that nobody tells you is you're still going to be dealing with a girl who can't make it to like outside the car
when they're 16. I was like, didn't you know couldn't you have pulled over? And her friend said to her, I don't know if I told you this because her mom called to check on Violet, her girlfriend, because they were on their way to soccer. She was like, Violet, why don't you pull over and I'll drive? Which means
she was complaining about
she didn't feel well, and she didn't pull over. Then it was just like, oh, okay. She played the game and lost. Is this how you wanted to start out the morning? Are you having your morning coffee and
now you're like,
okay, anyhow, we've got a lot going on right now.
We've learned a lot of lessons.
There is a dime event happening right now.
Cindy Marlar should be in that dime event.
No, that's Cindy Mitchell.
That's Cindy Mitchell.
And the dime event is amazing. If you want to get on there right now, can we put, how can I get a link in there? I'm going to just add the link if you still want to join. They're talking about, we're doing an event right now called Patch Party. It's a dime event. They're just talking about what you need, tools you can use to make patches, and how you can apply to other things. But I started watching it because it started at 9 o'clock, but it's absolutely amazing. They have a software called Patches and Applique Maker software. I've just been watching it. It looks so easy, and there's so many patches that are already built in there.
Is it?
It's in my email.
Is it that?
No, it's in my email. So we'll put the link in there if you want to just jump on there and watch, maybe even after this. Ashley Lionheart is going to be doing her event. That's going to be starting at 10 o'clock. So I'm probably going to be hopping off of here because I want to be on there to help moderate.
Where's your email?
That is not my email. My email. And that's going to be an amazing class. If you wanted to, pay for the class and just watch it later and get the PDF of the project, you could do that as well. It's from Ted right there. We're going to add the information right now for the dime event. It's this link right here. Patrick's gonna put it in there. You know what? I think I'm gonna get going. Let me see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really need to talk about. I am excited for the weekend. I'm learning that I do not have time to stitch during the week. So this weekend, I'm going to be working on the No Place Like Home pillow, which is going to be an event for us. And I try to get on, and it has started, Joyce.
It started at 9.
Yeah, it started at 9 o'clock. The link is right there. So if anyone wants to jump on, you can jump on. The other thing is you can watch it all weekend. So if you want to, usually it's up for a couple of days, but since it's on a Friday, it'll be, I think it's usually the day it's on and the next day. This is going to be on all weekend. If there's product you want to get, I think there is going to be a special code. It might be for patch only stuff, but you're going to be able to take advantage of that as well. Is there a question
there
for the
will
day?
be. So do we have a giveaway?
Yes, we actually have a question, but we don't have the giveaway.
You
Hang
know
on, I'll
what?
be right
So
back.
give away that Brother embroidery project bag, the gray one. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. You can give away whatever you want. So a couple things. We're just going to talk about some stuff that's going on in the store. I don't know what's going on. Like, traffic in the store, and once again, first world problems. This is not me complaining because we love the support. We appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys feel that too. But traffic in the store has been kind of insane. Phones have been kind of insane. It's like phones ringing every 40 seconds. And basically people in the store from 10 till roughly 4, like several customers deep. So it's been incredibly busy. If you were to walk in the store right now, the store's kind of a disaster because it's all we can do to essentially keep up with the business that we have. Oh my God, you're giving that away?
Is it supposed to go with, isn't this good? Jewels. Ooh, it's so pretty.
Those are the pretty.
You're giving that away?
Can I give it away? Yeah, I'm going to give it away.
If you don't
Oh
give
my
it
God.
away, I'm gonna give it away.
It's so beautiful.
It is beautiful. The
So
colors are perfect.
It's a good one.
we need like a
No, we don't.
small giveaway for the second one.
Okay.
So
This is a good one.
so the why don't you grab yourself a pair of scissors for at home too? So the Jeannie's at home and she's like, I can't do something because I don't have my scissors. I'm like, we own a sewing and vacuum store. Why don't you grab a pair of scissors?
My other scissors were different, Patrick.
Well, but you don't have those anymore, so you need a new pair.
Somebody lost them.
So anyways, it has been crazy in here, so if you do come in, it's a mess. If you remember at the start of the week, I called the guys. I was like, hey, are we definitely within a week? And the answer was yes. At the end of that day, Dax is like, we are at least 2 weeks out. It was like 24.
And Alex hasn't been here.
Well, 24 sewing machines came in on Tuesday.
You guys,
he immediately was like, yeah, and I just said something to him yesterday. He goes, it doesn't look too bad. But he goes, we keep having these waves. So it was like 24 machines on Monday and like 18 machines on Tuesday. We are redoing a lot of stuff from other stores. And I mentioned it earlier in the week, but we're seeing a lot of that. Like, we've had a lot of people showing up going, I took this somewhere else and we still have the problem and we're fixing those problems, which is great. But it's causing this other stuff. Like, I saw, it is a good thing to be so busy, but it's a bad thing to be so busy. I'm always concerned that we're too busy to do good work.
What?
And
no,
I am always concerned when we get busy like this about burnout, about losing somebody, about
we worry
it's
about
like
stuff
we worry
like that.
about stuff like that because when we are so busy, it's incredibly stressful. We've been a little
For
shorthanded.
our staff.
We've been a little shorthanded this week. I mean, somebody went home for a couple of days to rest and regroup to come back because the way that this month is going to work, Next week, I'm fully staffed, more or less. But the following week, Dax is celebrating his first year anniversary week with a week off. That's going to put us a little behind going into March, and we are taking a week off in March. So just to prepare you, and I'll figure this out basically in the next probably 5 or 6 business days. But sometimes it's a wave and we just get crushed. And that may be what's going on right now. And we just don't know. Now that wave lasted like 8 months at the start of the pandemic. And then it mellowed for a little bit. And then going into last year, there was another wave and that lasted 8 months. And then it kind of calmed down a little bit. Those 8 months waves are crushing. And if right now we might just have a rush, like people that waited, like with us being sick at the end of the year and stuff like that, it might just be something where this is a wave and it's a short wave and we see things dwindle off, and that would be okay. And then everything will remain normal. But if we get into next week and through the majority of next week and things remain at the pace that they're at right now, I don't think we'll leave the store open normally while we're gone.
With just
I'm not gonna crush our staff like that. Like we're and this is not a cry for us situation, but like
we worry about
we're staying and working late every night just to maintain what we're doing right now. This is fine if they know this. So if we don't expect that of the staff.
When we do the live feeds, I sit here with my hand on his knee and I squeeze him and poke him.
It's abuse, I'm telling you. So
it's caressing. It's aggressive.
It's
caresses.
not loving. It's not loving. It's more like shut up. I just fixed her computer.
I
didn't get anything for that.
Happy.
She's over here pinching me, not letting me say what I want to say.
I kissed you. Anyhow.
So anyways, we just wouldn't expect that of the staff. And quite frankly, if we weren't doing that right now, the store would be in shambles. And so.
Well,
Dana absolutely crushed yesterday, and the store looks better than it's looked in a long time. So, and listen, we've had folks step up and that have been helping us. And for those of you who are helping us, you know who you are, and we couldn't do it without you. And we so love and appreciate that.
And those that aren't, step up.
So we totally appreciate that help, and we're really actively working to figure out things to make it better. So the reality is, if it remains like that through much of next week, what you're going to see is an announcement that the store is closed for normal hours during that week.
Did you see that message from Miss Kathy?
I'll get there. So and if that happens, what it will probably be is kind of an in-service day. We could really use some time to catch up with what's happening in the store. So it might be something where we just have the guys working in the back for a couple of days, and we have a couple of days where people can come in and pick up their machines. And the way that it generally works is we post online that we're closed, and, we basically deal with voicemails like we did while we were sick, but we just set it up so that we don't have people crying in the store. I've got enough of that with my daughter at home. So,
she cries a lot.
Yeah. So,
and I'm not even nice. I'm like, oh my God, you're crying again.
She's like, oh my God, get away from me if you're going to cry.
I do not say get away from me. I never have said that. I say, oh my God, you're crying again? That's almost as bad, right? I know. She goes, I just don't know why I'm so emotional, Mommy.
She goes, I'm just so tired. She doesn't say get away, but that's the energy.
She cries a lot. I think I'm like, mean? I don't know. She cries a lot. Oh, that makes me so. I do not always. Sometimes it's like she should be crying. I'm not saying it's like legitimate crying, but a lot of it.
No, a lot of it is there are a lot of unnecessary tears.
Yeah, she's just very emotional.
She's tired a lot of the time.
She's always like, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm just really emotional right now. Like we had a conversation just about like words, like remember?
Oh yeah,
like
that was an intense conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an intense conversation, but
she's such a good girl.
Yeah.
She is. Both of my kids.
We're
both
heartbroken
of my kids,
for her because she works
really,
so
really,
hard.
Really, we're really lucky.
So
they have a mean mom.
And she doesn't say get away, but it's like, oh my God, are you even crying right now? So, and I'm at a point where I'm almost there too. Like
he's done it too.
Yeah. So, just be aware if we don't get a lull or if the wave does not crest, that we may change our plans for our week off to make sure everybody gets a little bit of time.
Oh, my video doesn't work.
Your camera should work, right?
Nope.
You're off. There you go. So there's that. There is questions about the scan and cut. So I just got notification that the 6 needles were released for shipping. So the backstory on the scan and cut is that the wireless devices from Brother and Baby Lock needed to be updated. So there was a FCC rule that went into effect on February 1st. Security around wireless devices. And so devices that were in country that had not yet been updated were not allowed to be shipped to dealers without receiving the update. So those machines were updated prior to being shipped out. The scan and cuts were part of that. The 6 needles were part of that. I got notification on Tuesday that the 6 needles were released for shipping. Shipping's taking a while. So like shipping can take 5 to 10 days. So I'm expecting that scan and cuts will be next. Where we fall in that, I don't know. But they're coming. We haven't forgotten about those that are interested. And I added more to the order.
They all think I'm so mean. He does it too. It's not. There's times where I envelop her in a hug. And did you notice who Violet called after she threw? I'm bad cop. This is good cop over here. I'm bad cop. And we have an amazing relationship. Don't get us wrong.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah.
This is all first world, like I always say, first world problems, right?
We laugh a lot in our house. we laugh more than we cry.
So, but the it was
Lisa, those are, I have an order minimum, so they're in the cart, but they will be ordered, just so you know.
So so those of you that asked a question, and if there's anybody new that's watching, we do a giveaway every Friday. If you're out of town, you still get the giveaway. You just have to pay for the actual shipping.
Oh, that's Deanna's phone. She left it
here. She's a girl and a teenager. They do that all the time. I've raised 3 girls. Yeah, so they cleaned the car last night.
Yes.
That was actually, I kind of made Violet do that.
Well, I called her. I was like, oh, baby, how are you? And she goes, I'm feeling better. I think part of her wanting to feel better is because she wanted to go to the event. And I was like, I was just talking to her. And then all of a sudden I heard silence. And then I heard her throwing. She was outside cleaning the car. And then she ran inside, made it to the bathroom. And that must have been when I was like, oh, congratulations, you did it. And, I got home and just like, I was like, put her in bed. And I was like, I'll take care of it. And I was dreading it. You know how you're like, oh, man. So I went out and I
went and looked. It didn't look bad.
She said it was mostly
water.
on her. She goes, Mommy, it was mostly just on me. I was like, okay. The poor thing.
I could smell her when she
Patrick,
walked into the house.
You don't have to.
It was so awful.
Don't even talk about that.
So anyway,
Kathy, I'll put you on. We'll put you on. I actually already have you on a list because you had mentioned it before, so I put you in our special orders to call you as soon as that comes in.
So,
we're going to Arizona. We're gonna be sleeping on the streets.
And supposedly this manager lady.
We'll take care of it. I have a good friend, and she said we could stay with them. So
we have a reservation now. It was just a matter of, it was about half its price when we originally booked. So, wait, she's asking if you can hear her.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me. I'm gonna go to the other room.
Do you need both of these?
Let me go.
Why don't you turn her on and just let her know, too? So, yeah, they're still going to Arizona. Where are you doing? Is this the
yes,
okay.
And then the other one.
All right. So yeah, like I said, it's all first world problems, but as I said when I started, we're looking forward to putting this week behind us. So we do a giveaway every Friday. Today is no different. You'll have the weekend to answer the question. If you're out of town and you're new to us and you haven't done this before, if you do win the giveaway, then God, this is a really good giveaway. If you are out of town and you do win the giveaway, you have to pay the actual shipping to get the free product. Makes sense. So, the question for today, we had a call from a customer yesterday. Jeannie was talking to a customer and had heard from that customer that she really preferred our Zoom events. And we were really surprised early on. One of our questions was, do you want live events? Do you want Zoom events? Do you want, what kind of events do you want? And hey, Michelle, I did see a car out front.
You want me to open the door?
You can open the door and turn that on, and I'll be done in 2 seconds. And then Jeannie actually got a lot of feedback from this customer about the things that she really liked about our Zoom events. We were highly surprised when we asked the questions live, Zoom, or otherwise, that the majority of our customers were saying that they preferred the Zoom events. So, and it was by a long shot that people, really liked the Zoom event. So that's really our question is, what do you like about our Zoom events? And what, if anything, would you like to see improved about our Zoom events? So the way this works is on Tuesday, we use a random comment picker to find our winners for the free product. Many of you say hello or otherwise. So we always try to give somebody who just made a comment, a random comment, the prize, but we reserve a grand prize for those who answer the question. So this week, our giveaway will be for those who just kind of answer a random question or say hello or otherwise. The giveaway will be the Soline fabric glue pen. Jeannie actually commented to me yesterday that she was totally digging the Soline fabric glue pens. I think these are newer to the store. And Jeannie was just commenting that she really, really liked how precise it was. And then the grand prize giveaway, which is a good one, is a 24-pack, beautiful colors, of the premium jewel embroidery thread. And it's funny because when Jeannie grabbed this, I was like, whoa, that's actually really surprising. So So yeah, so a 24 pack of embroidery thread. I don't know what MSRP is on something like that. It is the Brother 24 packs, but most of these are like, they're like 130 or 140 bucks. So, so yeah, fantastic giveaway. Make sure to answer the question to get your chance there. The way it works is if you, if it chooses our question, so we made a comment like earlier. I made a comment where I posted the link to the event. So if it were to land on that comment, we go to Facebook, and the only comments on Facebook right now are from Miss Kathy Carter. That hasn't happened before, but it could happen. So last but not least, wanted to talk very quickly about masks. We are following the governor's guidelines and that the indoor mask mandate has been removed. We certainly respect your choice to wear masks. Quite frankly, if I had not had COVID in December, I'd probably still be wearing a KN95 anyways. So masks at this point in the store are optional and dealer's choice. So whatever you should choose to do, we are going to follow the governor's removal of that mask mandate. It is, however, not lost on me that the CDC is still recommending masks in group settings. So, so in any case, I am going to close things up. We've got customers in the shop and people we've got to take care of. Have a fantastic day. As Jeannie would say, be creative and make something awesome. And we will look forward to seeing you guys when we resume the live stream next week. Hopefully today we get a moment to get stuff done. We are a little shorthanded today. It is a very busy day with these events. So be kind. If the phones start ringing like crazy, it's going to be a hard time keeping up. Feel free to leave a message. We've been pretty good about getting back to folks on the messages. So you'll have all weekend to answer the question as well. So have a great day. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.